Okay, so what would you think about girls who wear makeup?
What I think about girls when they wear makeup?
Mm-hmm.
Well, to be honest, what I think, sometimes they have to hide stuff like insecurities
Mm-hmm.
with their physical appearance.
So what do you view women who don't wear makeup?
Women who don't wear makeup, man, I think that they're free. There's no more condemnation of the world's influences on their physical appearance.
There's some part of me where I do think I'm beautiful, and there's some part of me where I think I don't. And the part where I says yes, I am beautiful is when I do have makeup on. And the part where I says no, I'm not beautiful is when I take my makeup off. And even if a guy told me that I was beautiful with makeup on, I just never felt that sense of security, that sense of, just making me feel beautiful until I found Jesus in my life. And Jesus was the one who made me feel so much prettier, so much secure, and just so much love from him. And even if I don't see him, I feel him. I felt like I needed makeup to improve myself into getting a guy's attention. So what I did, I started off with eyeliner first, and then it just added on. I felt like, hey man, makeup, it makes me feel even more cooler, look cooler, and I felt like foundation was my true skin. But I started discovering that foundation really does ruin you. And I felt like if I took off my foundation, everyone would see my flaws. And I was that kind of girl who likes to strive for perfection. I like to be that perfect person, that perfect right girl for that perfect boy. And I just never really found that perfect boy in my life until I found God. I'm not saying that makeup is a sin. I'm saying that I didn't really need it anymore. Makeup was no use to me. Like all these temporary things that's in this world is nothing to me anymore ever since I found God. Me praising him, me just reading the Bible, me just praying to God is true beauty. And that's it.
You tell yourself you're beautiful because you have to make you feel sane, but that doesn't give you the confidence that you need to know that you are beautiful. I remember my family thought it was okay to say, hey, you're taba, you're fat. I used to starve myself for a good 2.5 weeks, and a family member found out I was starving, and they actually encouraged it. They actually thought it was fine that I was eating little so I could lose weight. They would tell me, lose weight so you could be sexy. And I'm just like, definitely my weight. Then it came to my nose. And I'm already in middle school telling myself, oh my gosh, when I grow up, I'm going to have plastic surgery. I mean, my eyes, I like my eyes, but I mean, like, there's always something I could complain about. Like, my hands, I feel like my hands are just, like, so manly. I used to hate my feet. I would bleach my skin. Like, I would use those Asian lotions, and I would put it all over my body to lighten me up, and, like, it actually did work. My acne was just it wasn't that bad, but I honestly hated it getting on my chins because people would just look at me like, oh, do you have herpes? And I'm just like, dude, like, wow. One trait that me and my close friends would always make fun of me about was my chest, and the more I would think about it, the more I would think to myself, like, wow, man, my chest is really small. Like, I want them bigger. And so I would be so obsessed. Like, I would have to get like push-up bras, and I needed to like make sure like everything like looked fine. Like, I started wearing more makeup. I went through this whole makeup phase where I bought so much makeup. I spent like over $1,000 within like a year. So when I worked at Bath and Body Works, I made a friend, and her name was Angelica, and she was so nice. She brought me home She didn't know me. It was like probably like the second time we met, and she brought me to my house, and when we would kick it, I would go to her house and she would always cook me food, and you know, she'd always be so welcoming, and I'm just like, something's different about this girl. Like, her personality was just so beautiful. Like, it didn't matter how she looked. Like when I think about her, it's just like, wow, I want to be like that. I want to be nice, generous. She was the first person to ever tell me about Jesus. She would tell me the gospel about like how he died for your sins, and that's why you get to go to heaven. And I was just like, wow, man, this God really loves me. I remember there was like this 3 days straight, like there was like nothing for me to worry about. I felt like I was just so happy, nothing could bring me down. Like me and my mom, we always argue, but like even her arguing, like it didn't bring me down. I was like, wow, I'm really happy. And I was thinking to myself, this has to be from God. Like just for a straight month, I was seeking for God. I was like, I need some answers. I need to know you, God. And then my brother invited me to a revival. That was the best day of my life. Like, I literally felt reborn. And after that, man, the way I looked at myself in the mirror, it was different. Like imagine your name across your head saying God's child. I'm his. Like, it is amazing. He makes me so beautiful, and like I'm a masterpiece that God created. You know, he's an artist of this whole universe. You see the trees, you see the skies, and you see the clouds, how they're so beautiful, and the oceans, and just, you know, just the way it looks and how it just like moves and how beautiful it is. And that's the same artist who made you. You don't need to try anymore. There's no need into trying to look a certain way, be a certain way, because people who love you are going to stay with you. Your family loves you because of your personality, not by the way you look. Your friends accept you because of who you are and how you are to them, not because of the way you look. And that's what love is.